I live for travel, but I was also that person where I also really love being a mom. And so it's like, how in the world can you balance this with this work life, right? Where you want to, like I wanted to stay home and have all of this quality time with my kids, but I also wanted the freedom to kind of travel and do the things that I want to do, but then have enough income to kind of be able to do all of that. It seemed completely impossible. So let me introduce myself real quick. So I'm Victoria and I'm a busy boy mama. I've got 3 little boys. My oldest is autistic. My youngest is a tiny tot tornado, and my husband is active duty Army. And so I really wanted to find something that would like move with me, right? Every time we move, because we're moving every 2 to 3 years, but then B, that would allow me to stay home with my kids and make a really good income. Tell me in the comments, how many of you have tried any kind of network marketing? Okay. Like Michelle went into this a little bit, right? Those pyramids or multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it. This is not that, but I want to tell you that I was that mama that I've tried every work from home job, desperately trying to find a way to stay home with my kids, right? So I've done like network marketing, I've done affiliate marketing, I've done like those quickly emails, and then what happened for me was I was so burnt out, right? And I felt personally, I felt gross. I felt like I was recruiting all the time. I felt like my face was glued to my phone. And so I wasn't getting that quality time with my kids that I really wanted. So I decided to walk away from that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. Now, how many of you have your own business? Because I said, you know what? I'm going to start my own online boutique, and I'm going to be able to, you know, take all the cute pictures and do whatever I want there and like be my own CEO, y'all. But let's be real, because the amount of time I spent with that, having to be the one that's talking to all the vendors and holding the inventory, and the amount of debt I went into holding inventory, y'all. And I was still like the one woman show doing everything. So I went from making $7 on a mascara with my face glued to my phone to $20 on a top, right? So I'm like, oh, we're moving up in the world. And so what happened for me when I found digital marketing, I found this opportunity 14 months ago. Okay. 14 months today, actually. And I had watched this girl talk about how she made 40 grand in 2 months. And y'all better believe I was the first in line to be like, yeah, right. That sounds too good to be true. Like, how are you making that much? And you're saying that you're only working 2 hours a day. I'm like, my mind was kind of blown, right? Because my mama taught me that to make a really good income, you need to go to school, you need to get a good degree, and then it's like normalized in society that if you're not making enough in your 9 to 5, go get another job and go get another job and then work overtime. This is normalized. So it's totally normal, y'all, for us to have those like doubts when we hear something that sounds too good to be true. That was my story. Okay. And so when I finally went into this, I was flat broke, y'all. I was so stinking broke. I needed a new transmission. I needed to pay for 4 new tires, needed to pay for 6 rental cars while my car was in the shop. And I hadn't made a sale with my boutique for 6 weeks. We were living paycheck to paycheck off of my husband's Army income. Okay. So when I tell you this was a Hail Mary, and he's sitting there like, oh, one more thing that she's going to try, right? I'm like, I've got this. This is going to be different. I just felt like it would be different. In my first month, and like Michelle says, like this is, everybody's story is different, right? But in my first month, I made $29,000. By my first 5 months, I hit my first 6 figures. When I tell y'all this girl, I'm sitting here like, I know what it's like to work 3 jobs and be broke and not even be able to afford heat for 6 months. Okay. I've never seen an income like that. And now 14 months in, I'm somewhere over $413,000. We bought a house. I bought us a new house. Okay. I'm taking trips all the time. I just got back from DC seeing my brother. We're planning a trip now to go to the Smokies for our anniversary. Like, we're just constantly traveling. and getting to do whatever we want to do, because this is freedom, financial freedom, time freedom. It's everything that I was looking for. Time with my kids, all of that, y'all. So I just always want to like preach this. This is I call this all the time, I call it a unicorn opportunity, because if you're someone like me who has been desperately looking for a way to work less and make more, this is your ticket. Hands down. I will say it over and over. So yeah, it's completely changed everything for us. Love it.